Why do some people seem to be constantly overwhelmed by temptation, distraction, and emotional turmoil, while others remain calm, steady, and unshaken? The Buddha tells us that the difference does not lie in luck or personality, it lies in how we train the mind. Many people believe that suffering comes only from the world around them, but often it begins much earlier. When the senses are left unguarded, desires are allowed to grow unchecked, and discipline slowly fades away. In this section, we explore Dhammapada verse 7. One who dwells on the attractiveness of sensual pleasures, whose faculties are unrestrained, who is immoderate in eating, lazy, and lacking in effort. Such a person is overcome by Mara, just as the wind easily uproots a weak tree. Imagine a young tree with shallow roots standing in an open field. When a strong wind blows, it bends, breaks, or is uprooted with little resistance. A tree without deep roots simply cannot withstand the storm. The Buddha says our minds can be exactly like that. When we continually chase pleasure, fail to control our senses, indulge without moderation, and neglect spiritual effort, we become weak from within. Then even small temptations, disappointments, or emotional struggles can easily overpower us. To illustrate this teaching, the Buddha told the story of monk Mahakala. Before becoming a monk, Mahakala was a wealthy merchant who traveled with his brother. One evening, while staying near Jetavana Monastery, he noticed many people carrying flowers and perfumes on their way to hear the Buddha teach. Curious, he decided to join them. That night, the Buddha spoke about the dangers of attachment to sensual pleasures and the suffering they inevitably bring. The teaching touched Mahakala so deeply that he chose to renounce worldly life and become a monk. Unlike many others, Mahakala did not seek an easy path. Knowing that he had become a monk later in life, he devoted himself entirely to meditation. Every night while others slept, he practiced in a cemetery, contemplating the impermanent nature of the human body. One evening, a beautiful young woman died suddenly and was brought to the cremation ground. Mahakala observed how quickly her once beautiful body began to decay. The sight revealed a profound truth. The beauty that people cling to is temporary, fragile, and destined to disappear. By deeply contemplating impermanence, Mahakala freed himself from attachment and attained enlightenment. His younger brother, however, became distracted by worldly comforts and eventually abandoned the monastic life. The contrast between the two brothers perfectly illustrates the Buddha's teaching. One strengthened his mind through discipline and mindfulness. The other allowed attachment to pull him back into the world. The Buddha explained that a mind without discipline is like a weak tree before the wind, but a mind strengthened by wisdom and self-restraint cannot be easily shaken. This teaching remains remarkably relevant today. Our modern world constantly invites us to seek more entertainment, more possessions, more food, more distractions. Every notification, advertisement, and endless stream of content competes for our attention. Without mindfulness, it is easy to become a prisoner of our own desires. The Buddha is not asking us to reject life or fear pleasure. He is asking us not to become enslaved by it. Before reaching for another distraction, another impulse purchase, or another unnecessary indulgence, pause for a moment and ask yourself, is this making my mind stronger or simply making my cravings stronger? That simple question can become the beginning of real freedom. Because true strength is not found in satisfying every desire, it is found in mastering them.